Alright, welcome back to my channel. And yes, my channel is normally focused on music and is music education. However, being someone who is had their Part 107 and fly drones sort of frequently, I need to address this because this is happening in Mobile, Alabama, which is the city that I'm in, born and raised. There was a post posted out on the Mobile Public Service, Public Safety, on FB, saying that they will be incorporating mass surveillance drones into our city. And yes, they did do a test in May of 2026. All of this information is on the post on social media. So, come on, you can't come at me. Yeah, this is public information. Now, aerial surveillances. Scary. Yes, it is. How scary? We're going to, not this. This is all about informing. It's informative. So this ain't meant to scare nobody, but to be concerned and to do what proper tactics that you need to do. Which, at first, when I first saw it, I was a little bit gray. So I had to do a little bit more digging. And this is what I found out. But first, I will say, what would be like the good benefits of having drones in our city? First thing first, whenever a emergency happened, like at a big event, someone tried to cause some chaos. Yes, those things are able to help to survey the area to see if anyone can detect the person who may be doing some craziness. Yes, Mobile is a very weather prone area. We're storm heavy. We're storm prone. That's the English word. Yay. I'm trying to keep this very serious. Yes, so we are very storm prone where we can get hit with hurricane, tornadoes, snowstorms now, and even a thunderstorm, pop-up shower can cause some severe damage to our areas. And yes, using drones in those situations can really benefit because you're able to survey the land, detect anything since they now have thermal cameras, which another company had already did this and was really beneficial until somebody decided to be like, we want to ban DJI drones. I was there. Okay? I seen y'all. Done cowering. But more about the benefits. Search and rescues. Yes, instead of having helicopters at first, we can still use drones and their thermals to like detect anything of human related movements to see if we're able to find somebody who is missing. Okay, possibilities are there. And traffic control. Traffic control is something is very interesting because if you live close by the airport, Schillinger, Cottage Hill, Spring Hill, you know government. You know those spots can get really traffically prone. I'm not even talking about the interstate, which y'all know that intersection that gets very backed up. And with drones, we're able to get a real-time detection compared to using like the Google Map or any other driving service mapping, because they may have like, okay, we may have heavy traffic on here, but it's not going to give you a real-time accurate thing. Because it could say like, oh, heavy traffic is right here. However, it could have been cleared up 10 minutes ago. With real time, you're able to be like, okay, everything's cleared up. Everything is back in motion. Everything's green, not red. And also, hiring folks who has their certification. Yeah. You know, growth economy, building people. You can have people, one or two people in each area district in Mobile to actually like operate the drones in case of emergencies or any of those sorts of events that may happen. Okay, those are green. Perfect examples of those things. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Now, here comes the cons. First things first. For we live in a choo choo area. The pew pews can go around. However, pew pewing down any aircraft in the U.S. is highly illegal and is a federal crime. You can get charged federally for pew pewing down a aircraft, knocking down. That's illegal. You can get heavily fined or arrested. It's ridiculous. So do not, in any cases, pew pew any drones down. That's gonna get you in a lot of trouble. Okay? You heard me say that. So don't be like that. You will get in trouble because this alone has obstacle avoidance. And how they use it? Cameras. So they are able to find out how it got shoot down, how it got taken down. All right? You don't want to find out, okay? Federal crime. Do not do it. How much I got to emphasize, do not do it. However, if you do have that problem of saying like, oh, somebody is abusing their system, taking advantage of the drone surveillance, well, record it. Report it. And if they don't want to do anything, post it out. Reveal it out. Let people know of what's happening. We need to hold folks accountable now for this situation. Okay? Report it. If nothing happened, post. Do something. Do not take it down, because that will be bad on your end. Do not. Okay, I have to really emphasize that because, yes, intelligence is at an all-time low right now, so I'm here to help you out. So don't do it. Unfortunately, when I looked up the company that Mobile has getting their drones from, well, you don't need a human to operate it. Unfortunately. Well, there goes the jobs. Unfortunately. And with that saying, with people who do fly drones for work, like realtors, roof inspections, land surveys, would they be a little bit of hindrance? Or people who do it for the entertainment? Are they going to be affected by this? Most likely, because I take a lot of nature shots. I love taking like nature shots up in the sky. I know where to go and what not to do in order to disturb nature in their distance, because there has been like, okay, we have a lot of birds. I know like what not to. I'm not going to be like boom in their face where you're going to freak out and scare them. No, I'm going to keep a good distance and get the shots that I need. On that hand, people who do the real estate for the exterior houses, that might be affected a little bit. Know the right way of drones. People who have their certification to Part 107, they know this, right? I know this. Perfect. I love it. There is a risk of invading privacy, even though they say that the attention is not used for invading the privacy. The same thing with the other surveillance cameras for traffic. There has been records of people abusing it, okay? People has been taking advantage of the surveillance cameras right now, the Flock system. Yeah, this is no difference because the drones that they are going to surveillance will be linked up. So that's why I'm saying no down. No takedowns of drones. They will know. They will find. They're hidden cameras everywhere. Okay? Hidden cameras everywhere. So we have to be very, very cautious of like how we have to be really vigilant against these drones, because they could just like use it. You'd be driving, just chewing, and they could follow you right home, get your location, especially because emotional intelligence is not that good either. So you could just like cut somebody off and they somehow happen to be part of the team and boom, they take advantage of it. They found what you are. There's not have been much information because it was posted 8 days ago, as you may see on the footage here. So like I said, it's public information. And they're trying to drown out with the heat wave because we are in a heat place. So please stay cool. Don't be crazy out here. That's all I'm gonna have to say. What's your thoughts about this? What's your comments now? And if you are trying to, someone want to troll and be like, well, I got a nice response for you. And also, I will keep everything up to date on any like updates that will happen with this drone situation, because it's very scary. Because if it is successful in Mobile, it will likely spread to the other cities until the entire state is whole drone surveillance. Until next time.